Hey YouTube, this is Mika Coleman with Leverage, Tax Deed and Overages, and today I want to talk about how to achieve your goals in real estate investing, or if you are interested in doing overages. I wanted to talk about this because I have as a business owner and an investor, one of the biggest things that I've realized when I look at the last couple of years of what I've been doing in this space, like creating videos, doing courses, and also investing full time, is I did not realize how much work I was doing and kind of going in all different places without a plan. So today I want to talk about how to achieve your investment goals, because as I look back on 2022, 21, 2020, 2019, even though I've been progressively going up, not at the speed that I want, and I'm definitely not hitting the numbers that I would like to achieve. So today I just want to talk about one of the lessons I've learned, which is number one, you definitely should have a mentor. And it took me a while to get there about a mentor, because I was like, how can a mentor help me? This is such a unique space. I've looked at all my competitors and I'm like, I don't really believe in some of the things they say, even though, everybody's different. So I thought that I did not need a mentor, and especially that I've been in real estate for 20 years. However, one of the things I did decide to invest in a mentor, and it's not always about the niche that you're in, right? It's always about what are the goals you want to achieve. So today I want to talk about how to achieve your investment goals. So as you know, this month in February, I'm talking about how to build business credit. That's planting seeds. So one of the things I believe in order to achieve your goals is you have to have a clear, concise number of where you want to go and then work backwards. Number two, I feel like you also have to have a mindset of not fear. So whatever your beliefs are about investing or achieving your goal, you actually have to have something to knock your fears out of the water, or anything that would stop you from achieving your goal. You have to combat it with something positive. So I'm going to share something really, really personal with you guys right now. When I first started, and this is now hindsight 2020 looking, when I first started, I was just I don't have enough money. I'm never gonna get money. I really started out in foreclosures, and I went to my first auction, and I was just and I was in California, you guys, so you guys can imagine, right? I was I don't have $200,000 cash. But believe it or not, I actually did. I didn't have it in my bank, but I had assets that I could have leveraged. So this month, I'm talking about thinking outside the box. At that time, I didn't know about business credit, which I did, because then I could have probably bought more properties. I was able to be successful in doing foreclosures because, every time there was, I'm talking about, every time there's an obstacle, you got to think of another way to get out of your obstacle, because that's going to help you achieve goals. So when I realized that I couldn't get properties at the foreclosure auction, I was well, in California, it takes 6 months before it actually goes to auction. So, I thought outside the box. I was let me start sending out stuff to people, or even knocking on their doors. So lo and behold, that's what happened. Got my first deal, knocking on doors, sending out mailers. So I beat my competition. So back to my ultimate goal about how to achieve your goals is you have to have something to combat all your obstacles. One of my biggest obstacles is I always felt I didn't have enough money. So that's why I am doing how to build business credit. Even though I have lines of credit, I want more, because as this market starts to shift, and I saw it at the end of last year, stuff was going super cheap, and I'm where's all the investors? Where is everybody? What's going on? But what it's telling me is that some people are holding on to their money because they don't know what's going to happen in this market. So I was thinking, well, I better get as much access to cash as possible so that I can go after even more properties. So that's why this month in February, I'm doing how to build business credit, because if you can get access to business lines of credit, you're kind of ahead on your competition of the disposal cash, so that you don't feel limited in your mind. I sometimes feel limited. I'm I don't want to go after that 60,000 property when I could fly to Oklahoma or Arkansas and get it for 2,000. The problem with that is I have to go to Arkansas. I have to study the market, where I can just stay here and pay maybe 40 or 50,000 for a property and already flip it to my group of investors that I already have here. So I'm saying this all to say, in order to achieve your goals, you have to, 1, know what your number is for the year. 2, you have to know what obstacles that you might face and have something to combat them, and then believe that you can actually achieve it. Like, really believe, and then do the work. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, sometimes I get so lazy or I get so bogged down because I get overwhelmed that I just don't do the work. But one of the things that I have like on my bed is this magic number of what I want to achieve. And so every time I wake up out of the bed, I'm seeing this number. But what I didn't do over the last 3 years is I didn't measure. And what I mean by that is I did not measure like what I was doing and what I was getting out of it. So to sum this whole entire video up about how to achieve your goals in investing, especially in 2023, because I'm going to tell y'all, this is going to be a good year. It's going to be a bad year for some, but it'll be a great year for those that follow my strategy, which is 1, having tons of access to capital. And of course, the banks are going to lend. They have to. They're in the business of lending, so they're going to lend you some money. Don't get me wrong. So don't worry about that. What you want to worry about is all the good properties that are going to be out there that you now will have access to cash to get. So if you don't know about business credit, I'll have that in the next video on how to build your business credit. I have this site that I really love that kind of like gives you what your business credit scores are as well as your personal scores. It also gives you resources on where you can go to get credit cards and also get financing. Business lines of credit is what I want to say about that. Business lines of credit is kind of like not well known. Not all banks do it. So there's only a few certain banks that actually do it for corporations. However, they're out there. So don't worry. Back to my point. My point is how to be successful or how to achieve your goals in real estate investing. Number 1, write down a number, any number that you want to make extra outside of your job, outside of your hustle. Number 2, whatever obstacles that has been stopping you for whatever years that you've been wanting to get into real estate investing, find something, think outside the box to see how you can get over that obstacle. And then number 4 is to measure. Measure what you're going to do. So it might be that you say you want to just make an extra, let's just say 50,000, because that's really easy depending on where you're at. Take that back. Depending on where you're at. Let's just say 50,000 is a magic number that you want to make this year, just on a side hustle, because a lot of people ask me like, how much time does it take? I'm like, well, I say tax deeds is a sprint, because if you go to the auction and you win, you're getting a property in the next 60 days. That's it. That's all. And the way I teach my strategy is when you buy it, you already have a buyer, so you could make your money really quick, literally in 90 days. So basically, number 1, have your number of what you want to make, and then decide on how many auctions, whether you participate or you attend them. That is going to help gauge your goal on getting to 50,000. Once you do that, you're going to study your market. Whatever county you invest in, study it. I always suggest 5 to 7, but start off with 2 or 3. You're measuring the goals and the activities that you're doing. I have to tell you that I'm kind of like a hypocrite to that, but I'm learning like this year, in February, I am now going to measure. I wasn't measuring everything that I was doing. So everything that I do, I measure. So whether it's tax deeds, whether it's overages, whether you're going to buy and hold or wholesale, which I feel like you can do with all of these strategies in tax deeds, you have to measure it. So if I could encourage everybody that's watching this video that wants to achieve their goals, and that wants to achieve their goals in 2023, number 1, put out a number. Number 2, tell yourself how many auctions you're going to attend. If you're doing overages, how many counties you want to do, how many texts or calls you're going to make. That's the only way you're going to get successful, is by actually doing. I hope this video was helpful. Please like, subscribe, comment. If you're looking to have a coach or mentor, I have my programs and services down at the end. But hey, I just kind of gave you what my mentor just gave me. He was like, what's your lucky number, and then what are the things you're going to do to get there? I'm paying a lot of money for that. So I just gave it to you. So if I could help you get to your goal, I would be so elated. But if you are looking for like one-on-one coaching or one-on-one help, you can click the link below and I have coaching. If not, happy investing. If you have any questions, please put them in the comment. If this video was helpful, once again, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.